All right, right over the center here. Bounce and oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well, it seems that my computer is not entirely fixed. For some reason, I haven't realized that it's only recognizing about 8 gigabytes. Well, we're gonna do this episode anyway. So here we have our Dakar entrances. Now, I think the 2-hour time limit has, hampered my turnout, unfortunately. There was even one false start, and this one is actually mine. So we actually only got 2 turnouts this time, but at least they're a little bit more serious this time. This one, I think mine is the best looking one. I've got stickers all over it, even though we have got the chrome glitch here, which I forgot to fix. Yeah, okay. And then we've got these 2 fellaroonies. This one is the RB26. Now, because I don't have my RAM set up properly, I don't actually have my document open that tells me who made the cars. I'm pretty sure this one was my null, and this is the RB26. And I think he called it the RB26, that's ARBE26, is because I think he tried to replicate the RB26 engine. With all-wheel drive, independent rear suspension, straight 6-cylinder with a turbo. I forgot to check the size. Now, also, these 2 failed the qualifications needed to enter. This one failed more, but we're gonna try them out anyway. Now, I've also finished within 1 hour, so I don't know what their excuse is, but I suppose I knew what I was doing because I've had it in my head for a while, so I suppose that's a bit of an unfair margin. Now, I do like the flared wheel arches on this car, and these lights, they look kind of really cool. Unfortunately, this one looks really low, so I think it's going to have problems. Also, it has the independent suspension, which I think is going to cause problems with maybe reliability and the bottoming out issue, because you can't have them particularly high. Then we have here what I think is the best of the competitors' cars. Though it does look a little bit like an 80s camper van, unfortunately, it does look, I would say, more fitting to the role than this one. It's even got aerials. Now, I myself went with a big Chungus kind of aerial for like internet, GPS, telemetry, and all of that kind of stuff. I've got a spare wheel on here. I've got extra jerry cans. And 2 of us got tow bars. I've got, actually, you know what? I've got 2 spare wheels. I only just remembered that. And I've got a ladder to get up the side of the vehicle, which you're going to need. I actually just noticed he put in the part here for the sliding doors. That's smart thinking. Did I do that? Oh, I don't think I did. Oh, I've been outsmarted, people. Oh, okay, extra points to him. He knows what he's doing. I love his door handles. His attention to detail is absolutely phenomenal. Now, this guy has solid axle suspension, but a flat 6. But it does sound very diesel-y. In fact, actually, listen to this. You know what? It actually sounded more diesel-y earlier when I was in automation. My bad. Sorry, guys. I've lied to you. Anyway, this is the race, and it is hard because it is meant to replicate Dakar. Full force, you cannot lift on the throttle at all. This is going to be a punishing race. Over all of these jumps, oh wait, hold on, my camera's really slow, let me speed that up. Full force over all of these jumps is going to be really hard. We're going to try to go over the midway jump here, which is going to be fairly harsh, and then we're going to come all the way over here right to the end. We have 2 witches cones set up. Now, you do not need to go within the witches cones, but just kind of cross generally along this line. So you got to line them up and then just cross at about that point. You get the picture. All right, guys, let's do this. Now, we are going to start off with our car because I think it's only fair that we see what this thing is like in my car before we go ahead and try those cars and, learn with them. So, let's give this one a bit of a try. I've got to set up my phone here, and 3, 2, 1, start the timer. I forgot to start my engine. Shit. A mulligan, please. 3, 2, 1, go. I tried to replicate a diesel, but I decided to instead just make it a little bit more of just a nice engine that has lots of reliability. And I gave it a really massive ride height because I knew that we were going to be going over big kind of sand duny type things. And even still, it is bottoming out just ever so slightly. I get the feeling that that white car is going to be a lot worse off than this car. This one does feel a little bit wallowy, like it's going to be a side-to-side, rolling over kind of thing, unfortunately, but it still does pretty well. It's not the most controlled car, but it is doing pretty darn well. We got to keep our foot on that throttle. It's pulling a little bit to the left, which is rare for an for a solid axle car. Usually these things are pretty darn strong. This thing is just eating up these bumps as if it's nothing. This thing is doing so well. Not a single blip of damage. Now I'm going to not lie to you. I did actually forget to record 2 times before this. So this is actually the 3rd time I'm running this car. Oh no, I've broken the axle! And that's actually what happened in one of the other runs. And another run, I rolled over really badly and punctured a radiator right at the beginning, but still was able to finish quite well. So this is a very reliable car, even though right now it's got an axle missing. We're gonna aim to go between these cones. We're not even gonna bother locking up the diffs, and we are across the line. Wow. You know, when you don't roll it, you go a lot faster, because I rolled it both times, and I got like a 2-minute lap. That time, I got a 1 minute 36.05. And here we see the car slightly, moving on the sand. That's not something I can control. We've got here a bit of suspension damage. As you can see, the leaf spring has gone a little bit wonky. And is that meant to be a steering? I can't even tell what this part is. It is so mangled. Wow. That took a lot of damage on the front suspension. These other 2 cars are not going to like this quite as much as mine did. But, you know, it's very straight still. We haven't done a whole lot of damage. We have absolutely pummeled the front end, though. You can see here the overhangs needed to be a little bit shorter, and maybe plant that engine just a smidge bit further back so we don't accidentally clobber it on the sand dune as we come down over a jump. But aside from that, you know, this time around, it survived quite well with just a little bit of minor axle alignment issue here. No, just call it offset. It's fine. Okay, now onto the independent rear suspension. Fairly much lower slung Nissan-powered van. We are going to make it line up here with at least the other one. I think that's fair. And we are going to get the timer set up. We are going to give this thing now. We are not going to let off the throttle at all, because I think that doing like a 2-minute race or a 1-minute race or something like that is not really representative. And if you've seen those Dakar videos where cars like burst through sand dunes at full pelt, I think it's fair enough for us to push full throttle just for this short little section here. And 3, 2, 1, go. Boy, howdy. This thing has a really, really high RPM. Now, this car did fail a few different categories quite badly, but, you know, it's done okay otherwise. But it's still pretty good. You know what, actually, I think maybe it didn't fail. Oh, no! No, it's rolled! Oh, no. No, there we go. Okay, we got it back onto its wheels. It is doing okay. The mirror broke off. Oh, do we watch out for rolls, or do we go over the top and get a bigger jump? Oh, because we don't want this thing going sideways, because apparently it's a little bit roll happy. And here we go. We're going to come up to a big Chungus jump. Woo, yeah. All right, another big jump. Okay, no, that wasn't that big of a jump. We are good. All right, right over the center here. Bounce and oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no, it's done okay. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, full throttle. Okay, it's done okay. And I'm not gonna lie to you, in amongst there, the recording didn't work properly, and I had twice with this car where the engine just locked up after a minor jump, so it's doing much better this time around. I don't know whether it's me getting experience with my constant errors, or if this is actually just was really unlucky twice in a row. Now we are coming up to the end here. We're going to line up for here. Now I also just realized that this isn't 4x4. This is all-wheel drive. Okay, it's done a 1:32. And there we go. We have our result for this car. It is 4 seconds faster a little over 4 seconds, but still 4 seconds faster. Though we will take into account, unfortunately, that it did have a roll, but also it had a roll and it was still faster than me. Damn, this thing did pretty all right. Now we've got a bit of a bash bar problem here. It hasn't handled quite so well. The engine seems fine. The suspension is not really mangled, which is different from the last time. I think that was an exporting glitch because this is an old version of the game and I exported it with the new beta version of the game. Yeah, that's my fault. Oh boy, and we've got a bit of a roof problem. Though it has no spares for, it's not so packed with spares that it has to pack it on the outside. But let's move on. We are on to the big chungus. This one is the only naturally aspirated in the stables. And we are going to give this one a full hard go. Now it doesn't have locking diffs, but it does have a range gearbox and 4-wheel drive. So that's a choice, I suppose. Maybe it's got LSDs. I didn't really check that. Okay, guys, let's give this one a rip. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no. Oh no. It's so slow. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't actually check to see how much power it had. I just went to see whether it passed the categories. You know what? It's going downhill, so I suppose that's fine. Oh dear, we might have to put this thing in low range gearbox at some point to get over some of these more troubling things. We're gonna get this lined up as well so we can reach over and click it as soon as possible because, yeah, this thing is going to need it really badly when we reach the end June. Oh my goodness, this... Okay, so you know what, now that it's got the speed up, it's actually doing all right. A lot better than what I thought. You know what they might have done? Oh dear, oh dear, oh no. Okay, so a little bit roll happy. What they might have done is accidentally not set up the gearing correctly. They may have had the gearing set up for, what do you call it, fuel economy. So to get like fake fuel economy, you just lengthen out the gearbox in automation, which has cost him in massive amounts of power. And that is quite unfortunate because now it's clearly going to come in last, even though we have got it now in its higher RPM. What I did notice, though, in its RPM power band, I had a quick glance at it as I was going past, is the RPM was a bit of a vertical line towards the end. So, yeah, I don't think we need to go into low range here because it's staying in the upper end. No, we do need to go into low range. Oh, I think we heard the engine accidentally. Yeah, we really did need it to get up here, guys. Okay, and we're across the line in a 149. So this is the slowest. But because it didn't actually have any accidents, really, it survived the best. So, I mean, you could say it's passed in that challenge, but it was a 1 minute 49. So, in first place, we have the... I can't remember what it's called. I think it's by Null, and I think it was called the RB26. I don't have the document open because I don't have the RAM for it, apparently, so I had to close that off. Then we have my car with a 1 minute 36. And then, in a wallowing last place, comes in this car. Put the name up on the screen, Philip. Okay, a 1 minute 49.32. So it is by far and away the slowest car here. It had no rollover and was still slower. So I thank you guys for coming today. I'm sorry this video is quite short. Trust me, this video for me was a lot longer to make with all of those times that my recording, I forgot to press record and they failed in the other time. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.